Good morning and welcome to Newswatch. I'm Ella Case.
And I'm Rebecca Yant, and we're so excited to bring you your news live from Asbury University.
Today we'll take a look at the Highbridge Film Festival, the Blake and Shannon Bailey Storytelling Award, and the Chapel broadcast.
We'll also have your weather and local sports updates.
The Highbridge Film Festival is an annual event that took place right here at Asbury University last weekend. But have you ever wondered who's behind the scenes making it all happen? It's all thanks to the special events class. I had the chance to speak with some of the students involved. Let's take a closer look at the team that brings Highbridge to life. The special events class is divided into 6 teams: video, webcast, design, PR, Hughes, and after party. Each team plays a crucial role in the planning process. For the students in this class, all eyes are on Highbridge Film Festival.
I think the difference with the special events class and planning Highbridge is just how small the teams are. So you're working really closely with people.
This isn't your typical classroom experience. These students are running the show, managing every aspect of the festival, from filming and broadcasting to designing promotional materials.
The special events class is not an easy class. You're not going to take it just because you need few more credits. You're going to take it because you want the experience of a real world production, and also because you want to work hard.
Each week we fill out a time sheet to tell the professor how many hours we put into it. But those hours go by fast, especially if you plan appropriately and you're eager about getting stuff done.
The festival is entirely student-led, which means every detail from the look of the event to its online presence is shaped by the hard work of the students involved.
The students are definitely pretty much in control. Of course, Dr. Wald helps us with some stuff, but this is very throwing a real event.
For these students, it's an opportunity to see what it takes to pull off a major event, all while gaining invaluable hands-on experience in the process.
I think especially being assigned the Hughes team role is really preparing me for the future, as it will help me to take on responsibilities that requires that attentiveness and quickness to do things in the moment.
We're all working a lot of hours in class, a lot of hours outside of class, just to make sure Highbridge is ready for the day of. And then of course the few days before Highbridge, it's all hands on deck all day, every day, hour, just trying to figure out and get it all ready.
While each team has its own specific focus, the students are all working together toward the same goal: bringing the festival to life.
One of the awards presented during the film festival was the 2025 Blake and Shannon Bailey Award. Let's take a closer look at what makes this award so special.
We are looking for films that represent Asbury's culture and Asbury's faith values. We are looking for films that have strong themes, that have something to say.
A story is only a story if you have something to say. This is the basis for scripts submitted for a screenplay award at Asbury University.
The Bailey Award is a production award given to a screenwriter to help encourage the writing of screenplays. So Blake and Shannon Bailey gave the money for the award. It's ongoing, so it will be a forever award. Every year we'll be giving this grant to the best short screenplay. And the idea behind the award is that we'll then fund the production of that screenplay when it's turned into a movie the following year.
Each year, a chosen screenplay is awarded a grant sponsored by the Bailey family to transform a script into a film. Last year's winner was Sabina Boyer.
Blake and Shannon Bailey have just given us an amazing opportunity with this grant. I was fortunate enough to meet them at Highbridge last year, and they really believe in students. They really want the best for students, and they're committed to actually giving us those opportunities that we don't get very many other places. It's not very often that the screenwriting side of things can be highlighted, and as the program is growing, it's been such an amazing opportunity to have a chance for a screenwriter to really be the one to start a process, rather than having a director coming looking for a script or a producer coming looking for a script. This is a chance for the screenwriters of Asbury to have a story that they believe in and actually have the wherewithal to start the creative process on it.
The Bailey Award offers students, both screenwriting majors and those that are not, a way to tell a story through a film created to share a message that reaches beyond.
As always, it's a busy week for Asbury sports. Katie Barker is here with more updates. Katie, over to you.
We're getting closer. So after I'm done, can we just
College winning 5-3 and 8-7. The team will face Berea College in a doubleheader starting at 4:30 this evening. On Wednesday, the baseball team just came up short against Mount St. Joseph in a 9-10 loss. Sophomore Aaron Beeman had a career-high 4 hits, tying him with graduate Caden Dougal for 27 hits on the season. The Eagles face Belhaven University tonight at home starting at 6 p.m. The men's golf team took 3rd overall at the Spalding University Preview this past weekend and will compete in the University of Northwestern Ohio Spring Invite tomorrow and Saturday. The men's and women's track and field teams competed in the annual Asbury Invitational last weekend, where the men's team took 1st place and the women's team took 2nd. The Collegiate Conference of the South announced this week that Bailey Gassman earned Track Athlete of the Week, marking her 4th consecutive time receiving the honor. The men's and women's tennis teams are facing Maryville College today for their senior day, where they're recognizing 7 seniors. And that's all the sports updates I have. Back to you.
Thank you, Katie. Every week, students and faculty at Asbury gather for chapel. But while many see what happens on the stage, few realize the complex production happening behind the scenes to share chapel beyond the walls of Hughes Auditorium. Newswatch reporter Michaela Barker takes us behind the camera to meet the students who help make it all happen.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, classes pause and the campus gathers for chapel services at Asbury University. But while most students fill the seats of Hughes Auditorium, a dedicated team makes sure the services reach far beyond Wilmore, Kentucky.
The live stream is done for a worldwide audience.
The chapel broadcast is organized by the Media Communication Department in collaboration with the Spiritual Life team. A crucial role in this production is held by the chapel producer.
Producing for chapel, it's really interesting. It's based on a specific structure, so it's not that every single live stream it's different. No, it's the same thing over and over and over, but every chapel is different, right? You have different speakers, praise teams, so you just need to capture real-time service in the best way possible.
Savasi Livignotti, she's been the producer for almost 2 years. Now the time has come for her to pass the torch to the new producer, Summer Hollis.
Savasti's been incredible. She really has. But every year around February, we start the process of going, who's going to be next? And so this year we have chosen Summer Hollis. She will be the producer for the 25-26 academic year.
I have been working in the chapel broadcast since my first semester freshman year. And so seeing all these people come before me, how they've run the chapels, has given me time to think about how I might like to do it.
Summer Hollis is stepping as the new producer now that I'm graduating, and I'm really excited about that.
Media students interested in joining the chapel broadcast crew next semester can reach out via email.
So if you would like to join the chapel broadcast crew, you should email me at my email, summer.hollis@asbury.edu. And I will also be sending a Google form out at the beginning of next semester for you to fill out what your role interest is and what your availability is.
Easter break is just around the corner, and our reporter Anna Hunsinger has the latest updates students need to know before heading into the holiday. Anna?
Thanks, Ella. I'm currently on campus, and the spring has officially sprung here at Asbury, and with it, the Easter spirit is alive on campus. From the warmer weather to the festive event, there is no doubt that students aren't feeling the end of this spring semester. Just this past Tuesday, students were gathered on the Reasoner Green for the annual Easter egg hunt hosted by Student Activities. Prizes were awarded to the top 3 hunters, including AirPods, a Hiccup drink card, and of course, plenty of sweet treats to go around. This Friday kicks off Easter break for Asbury students. On-campus classes will be paused in honor of Good Friday and Easter Monday, giving students a 4-day weekend to rest, celebrate, and to catch up on some missing homework. However, online courses will still be in session according to the academic calendar. Asbury offices will also be closed only on Friday in observance for the holiday. While many students are heading home for this long weekend, others are planning to stay right here on campus. For those sticking around, the Loop Center will remain open, although the hours may adjust for the holiday. Students are encouraged to check online or to call ahead for the updated schedule. Next Tuesday, April 22nd, marks the start of the final week of classes for the semester. And finally, for our seniors, graduation's right around the corner. It's coming up May 3rd. So whether you're resting, you're traveling, or you're catching up on those assignments, now is a great time to reset and finish strong. Back to you, Ella.
Thanks, Anna. Asbury Newswatch forecaster Katie Barker has the latest in this week's weather. Katie, back to you.
Thanks, Ella. Looks like we have warmer temperatures with a rainy weekend coming our way. Starting today, we'll see partly cloudy skies with a high of 67, and going into tonight, we'll have a low of 39 with some clouds. Friday, we'll get a warm start to the weekend with a high of 77 and partly cloudy skies. And starting on Saturday, scattered thunderstorms will come with a high of 78 with a low of 59. The storms will continue into Easter Sunday with a high of 76 and a low of 60. And Monday, we will still be seeing scattered thunderstorms with a high of 72 and a low of 62. And on Tuesday, the rain will clear, leaving a high of 68 with a low of 49. And that's all the weather updates I have. Back to you.
Thanks, Katie. With a student-run broadcast like this one, not everything goes as planned. But that's all part of the experience. From technical glitches to unscripted moments, this semester has brought us some memorable laughs. Now let's take a look at some of the highlights from behind the scenes. Good afternoon and welcome to Newswatch. I'm Rebecca Yount.
I'm Ella Case.
I'm JP Pantoja. We're so excited to bring you your weekly news.
You're live? You're live?
Good afternoon and welcome to Newswatch. I'm JP Pantoja.
Asbury is hosting a tree planting ceremony today. Reporter Katie Barker is there to give us more. Katie?
Katie, you're live. Katie, can you hear me?
Thanks, Katie. Sorry about the connection there. As always, it's a busy week for Asbury sports. Ella Case is here with more updates. Ella, over to you.
Ella, you're live.
But for more information, Asbury Newswatch forecaster Katie Barker has the latest in this week's weather. Katie?
No, that's call 1. We need to
Thanks,
go to call
JP.
2.
Looks like we've got a rainy week ahead of us with thunderstorms until early next week.
Dates. Ella,
Take 'em
over
3.
to you.
Take 'em 3.
Thanks, JP. This past
Give us more information. Becca?
Becca, are you ready?
Thanks, JP. Yeah.
Okay, so we want to move the camera closer.
Asbury University has begun registration for next semester and is introducing new courses this fall, offering students a variety of options to expand their education.
Ready blue, roll blue, take blue.
Savasi Levinyote reports.
Asbury University's Washington Federal Seminar, offered every spring semester, provides students interested in politics and foreign relations with a unique learning experience. From Washington, D.C., I'm Savasi Levinyote, Newswatch.
Asbury Newswatch forecaster Becca Yount has the latest in this week's weather. Becca?
Thanks, Ella. This week we have tasted a hint of spring.
Hey Becca, it seems like we're losing signal.
I have for you. Back to you, Ella.
Thanks, Becca.
A Newswatch show is built through a structured pre-production process. Throughout the week, we work on content selection, crew assignments, script writing, and rehearsals. So by the time we go live, everything's well prepared.
That's all the sports updates I have for you today. Back to you.
1 week from today, an art and design senior will host a reception for her senior showcase. Reporter Courtney Kawada is live from Kinlaw Library. Courtney?
Courtney, you're live.
Thanks, Becca. Senior Rose Brandon will have...
Well, that's all the news we have for you today. Thank you so much for trusting us with your weekly news.
We'll see you next time, Asbury. Well, that's all the news we have for you today. Thank you for joining us this semester.
We appreciate your support of our student-run broadcast. It's been an honor to bring you the news this semester.
And a big thank you to our director, Kyle Kreutzer, our producer, Savasi Levinyote, and the entire crew.
We'll see you next time, Asbury.